So guys, welcome to Austria. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of B-roll and of course the view from the restaurant that we just ate at tonight. It's the same one as last year and it's a bloody good view. Keeping it down a little bit because it is currently 20 to 11 obviously and we're driving tomorrow. We've had the driving briefing already today, so we're practicing here and then we have our official race tomorrow night. Yeah, I think I'll just take you on a bit of a tour of the room like I usually do, so let's check it out. So we walk in here, storage, room, let's have a look in here first. We have the sink, hairdryer, mirror, it's one of those funky mirrors again I imagine. Ooh, let's see if we can get it on. Ooh. Hello everybody. Very small shower. I mean, it's tiny. And we've got the bog hidden away. Slightly different to usual. Little seat down with the bag on. Not sure whether these are free or not. Seems a bit weird to have them out, but yeah. We have the TV. We have a lamp. We have the suitcase full of Jaffa cakes. And the bed. So a nice little room, you know, cozy. Jaffa cakes, of course. Jaffa cakes. So these, especially the 10 packs, are going to my Audi teammates. There's 3 of them because we've got an extra Audi driver, which I've talked about on streams before now. So yeah, they each get one of these, just a little funny little gift, to be honest with you. So yeah, small room. Better than the Paris one, of course, as you can see. So yeah, that's a little bit of the room tour. So guys, I'm going to disappear for the night. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because we streamed and then we had to pack. If you watched that stream. Yeah, but even so, we're looking promising for tomorrow with the qualifying and hopefully some decent races. Hopefully you tune in, hopefully you support me. Let's see if we can do a shoey on the podium, but yeah, I'm going to go to sleep now. So I'm going to jump in here and just explain this room a little bit and why I'm showing you this room. So we have 12 pods here, so we are actually doing practice. And this is actually in the hotel. As you can see, Super GT there just in the background, talking with the Baguette and Lewis. But if you remember last year in the vlog and the analysis, I said that we couldn't see because of the sun in the Red Bull hangar, which is why it's here. Hello, road beef, or roast beef as I keep accidentally calling you. We jump now into a practice lap now in the Audi at Red Bull Ring. And the first thing you'll notice is that it's not heavy rain. So strangely, we did ask this in the driver briefing. We said, what time of day is it? And they said, time of day doesn't affect the rain. But personally, I disagree because the times were much faster here and there was a little bit more grip. But not even a little bit, there was a lot more grip. And you can see we're P2 at the moment as we come through that corner. And we're just testing the water. Who's going to have, who's going to do qualifying? Who's going to get the best laps? As we continue up to this corner, this is where actually Demon, my one of the Audi teammates, actually gave a really good tip here in using first gear. So, and that's what I started to use first gear here. We can see we're actually in second with this driver. I think this is Double H driving at the moment. As we continue out that corner now, we're going to head down towards the downhill section. This is a very sketchy part of the circuit when it's in wet conditions because it's downhill. The rear is already sketchy in the dry. In the wet, obviously, it's very sketchy. So you can see that overlay there that's been done there, and that actually stabilizes the car immensely for that corner, and it's really worth doing. It stabilizes the car, creates understeer rather than oversteer. Straight line braking allows you to have efficient braking. Yes, you're holding the throttle a little bit, but it actually, you could brake better in a straight line than the rear being all sketchy and having no efficiency there at all. As we come through this bit there, look at 9 thousandths off the best lap there. Through we go. And as you can see, we're P2 left-hand side, so, we were pretty quick here. We knew we'd be pretty quick here. MR cars are very good in the wet at Red Bull Ring. They're not good in the wet on other circuits, but hey, they're good here. We had an advantage here, which is nice. It's nice to have an advantage for a change. As we come towards the last corner now. We're going to now jump back to myself in a moment's time to actually talk about what actually happened in qualifying, because I did do the qualifying. Hello guys, welcome to actually the afternoon here in Austria. We just had our qualifying and 2 practice runs in the races, just get used to the tyres and fuel. Qualified P4, so we're in the top 6 qualifiers. We could have got P1. I was P1 for quite a while. And then I got a 42.0, and then a couple laps later I was 3/10 up on that. So that's a 0.7. But unfortunately didn't improve after that, and Mercedes, Peugeot and Porsche all beat us to it, got in the 41s. But 42.0 I'm happy with that, but let's see how qualifying goes. And yeah, let's head towards the Red Bull hangar. So welcome to Red Bull hangar. We're going to speed through some of this. I'm going on a bit of a walking tour. So here we are with a Land Rover Freelander, which has been, well, had the top of it cut off. You may remember some of these cars from last year. So that taxi was there last year from memory. I believe the NASCAR, which is next to it, was there. Some of you who watched last year's would be like, yes, Church, it was there. What are you doing? And then we also have the WRC car, the Polo car, next to that as well. Of course, Red Bull hangar has many F1 cars. You just saw one there. There is another one. And it's nice to get up and close with those. And we also have GTA Matty and Wolfie there. Hello to you both as we look back at that F1 car. I don't know what year it is, guys. I'm not a big follower of F1, as you very well know, as we have another car there. And what we're going to do now is just quickly walk over to this really crazy-ass statue. Look at that. Quite impressive. No idea what its what the meaning of it is or the reference, but yeah. Crazy ass statue. Let's continue on around the Red Bull hangar a little bit. We have another car here. I'm going to guess that's a Toro Rosso. It's a slightly different Red Bull on it. That's it. I'm not 100% sure on Formula 1, but we got a massive jet behind it. Now, one thing I noticed this year in particular in the Red Bull hangar was that there was a lot more aeroplanes. A lot more. And as we continue this walking round, you will see there we have another plane. With another F1 car. Lots of planes and F1 cars combined. Obviously, the Red Bull brand does that Red Bull plane thingamajig. Not too much sure of what it is. But they're obviously heavily invested in planes. Obviously, we know they're invested in Formula 1 because they have two teams in there, essentially. See a seaplane there and another seaplane. These are two new additions. I've never seen these in here before. As we continue on around the hangar, you see another plane behind that. There's a helicopter. There's a seaplane. And we have another F1 car there. Now that's got like a different livery on. One that I've not seen before. Obviously F1 nuts are going, Tidge, you suck. You're in the best place in the world. How do you not know this? Sorry. Say, I don't know F1. We have another plane there with the Red Bull logo. Well, just the bull actually on the front, eh? And then another F1 car there. One with the fin wings. That's back in the Jensen Button days, I guess. Oh, there we go. We got a year. It's 11. RB11. I'm assuming that means 2011. I'm not sure who won in 2011. I'm assuming it was Vettel, but there we go. Let's spin around now. There's another F1 car and another one behind that. And then there's that helicopter again. Oh, helicopter just reminds me of Monaco. And there we go. We have the Italian commentators. Hello. Woohoo. Let's cut away from that now. Let's have a look. Oh, that's funny. So then we've got Jimmy give me the finger as well. Rip to me. But let's have a look at this trophy. Just go into detail. I was going to use this B-roll, but there is such details in this. We had a presentation on this last year about how it's made and such. Very interesting trophy. And there we go, Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy. Oh, but now he's showing us some love. Let's get in there, guys. Let's get in there. Some Jimmy love. No, let's get out there. Look, Tom approves. So this is the commentators' race, essentially. They're just having a little bit of practice. They did come over and ask what car to use, so I told them the Audi. I should have realised that they're on Tokyo, and actually they needed the Lamborghini for speed. But there we go. We've still got Tom doing full 360s down the hill here, heading towards the hairpin. Oh, 720. Oh, a little bit of a hit there to get him round. But there's Jimmy. Jimmy, this is the actual race. You see Jimmy in P4 there. He just got in the car, basically, after Tom. So Jimmy's reaction here is funny. Now, just to talk about the end of this video now, you're going to have the race summary, and then you're going to have some final views of Salzburg. I forgot to end it, weirdly. So I'm telling you that now. Prime race went okay. We had a bit of fun in that. You will have seen that. But thanks very much for watching, and enjoy the race summary and the final views of Salzburg. Yo guys, it's the day after the manufacturer races. And yeah, we got P1 in the top 6 qualifier. A good first lap with the 45.3. So that just gave me all the confidence to just go for it on the second lap. 45.1. Boom, job done. There's a couple of mistakes in there as well.
44 is definitely possible, so still need to improve a little bit, but hey, we got pole by 3 attempts. Happy days. We went into the first race, pulled a decent gap. I just got into that zone that sometimes I get into. Came in lap 9, which was our plan, to change tyres once. We then put Hayden in the car, who again did very well, and then Zach finished off and defended it on the last lap like a crazy person. Managed to nail it. A little bit sketchy initially on that stint, but you know, went over team radio, just calm down, just stay back. They have to pit, and it worked out for the best. We actually won. We actually won a race, so I'm really happy with the win on the first race and the qualifying as well. So then you go, oh, Tej, what happened in race 2? So let me explain. I'll go into it in the strategy video as well a little bit. So at the hotel, we were fairly quick at Spa in the Audi. And for example, Zach could do 17s on the mediums. I could definitely see 16s, even 15s on the softs. So yeah, we're going to do a 3-stop because that actually did work out quicker when those times were available to us. So it was changing hands. So we got there, we jumped into the race, and we probably should have changed our strategy on the fly a little bit more, but we didn't. So we were just going to stay on the 3-stop at that point. And we saw Jaguar come in. I think it was Jaguar. Yeah, Jaguar came in really early. And Toyota came in quite early, so I thought, okay, they must be doing the 3-stop as well. So, you know, it gave us a bit more confidence again, gave us more than one team doing it. But obviously they were just getting rid of the hards and trying to stay out of the softs as long as possible, as you found out. But we just tried the 3-stop because Zach did his stint, doing slow lap times. Hayden did his stint, doing slow lap times. I came out, did the 1 lap on hard that we planned, went on the softs, and I was doing slower laps in my stint. So we came out behind Peugeot anyway, and we were on hard tyres, and we had like 6 laps left. So we'd have fallen back massively anyway. So I did say on the team radio, we'll just carry on with this plan because we've got nothing to lose at this point. We were so far down, so we did. It is what it is. We came P9. I do wonder whether it should be double points in the end though, because it's only 2 races. So surely, if it's 2 races, we should just literally have the same points. Why is one race better than the other? I don't know, but yeah, we needed to come 3rd or 4th. I remember we were fighting with Aston and Ford, and they came 5th and 6th. So irrespective, we needed to try something different. We did. It didn't work out, but hey, I'm still happy because you know, I actually did helped contribute anyway to a race win, you know, with doing half a stint and getting that P1 in qualifying, yes! So today we're going to have a little tour of Salzburg, and that might have been put in before I've even done this, to be honest, because lots of B-roll here this weekend. But then we've got the Pro-Am race, and I'm racing with Autosport. I think it's Josh. I need to check the names again. So yeah, let's see what we can do in the Pro-Am race.